Hey everyone, welcome back for some more Subnautica. I want to thank everyone for the continued support, those of you that are watching the videos. I do really appreciate it a lot. I think what I'm going to do in the future, and I'll just jump in, we can talk on the way.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I am going to the rendezvous point. I think what I'm going to do in terms of uploads in the future, I'm not going to stop the episodes. But I am probably going to slow them down, particularly during the week. I know that the number of views have not been particularly high, and I don't particularly care. I'm not a YouTuber. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for those people that are interested and that are enjoying it, and I will continue to do it for those people. And if you are catching up with the episodes, you know, that's perfectly fine too. You don't have to watch them as I'm releasing them, but I will probably release maybe 1 or 2 during the week, and then I'll try and do one every day on the weekend. So I am recording this on Saturday, and I'll release this on the Sunday, and I'll probably do a couple of episodes straight after this as well. 1 or 2 of which I'll release during the week, and then I'll record a couple more, and so on like that. So thank you for that, and those people that are watching, and I hope that you continue to do so and that you continue to enjoy it. I will also, particularly once we start to get, and even this one that was over 1 kilometer away, I possibly could have cut some of it out, but I know that I'm just talking to you, that I will probably start to be a bit more liberal with the edits and cut some stuff out, particularly things that are not necessarily the most exciting. So this one isn't, I know I've been talking to you and not really looking around as we go. I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't think there's too much in the way. What you will notice, and you'll see it straight away, is that this is the first island that we found. Alright, so this is underwater. I'm just going to take you up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so yes, there is a bit on land. And you can see up on the hill there is evidence that there has been a base here before, so hopefully we're going to find some blueprints. Now, you can just park it on the side here, but what's really cool about this island, if I find the right spot, is that it's got these things that are keeping it afloat, because you'll notice that it doesn't actually sink to the sea floor, which is what an island should be to have. You know, have the underwater part that goes down to the sea floor, but this one actually floats. You see, it's also got this cool little inland bit here in the middle. So this is where we're going to park. And then we're going to do a little bit of exploring around here.
Integrating new PDA data. Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
Okay, so you can read what's going on. Some people did land here. Okay, but it doesn't seem to go very well. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're meeting anyone here, but we are going to explore, because I know that there are definitely some cool things along here. So just double checking. I know that there's a few different ways out of here. One in particular we want to do. So one of the things that we'll find a lot on this island is that things grow. Different things to what we'll find underwater. And this will also be helpful later on. I don't think there is this close, but once we get further up, I don't actually know what we use the pink cup for. I don't know if I ever use it. Oh, it's just a floral sample. I'm going to leave that. You can always come back. Okay, that's a bit of a glitch. Alright, I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can too. Just because I know that it gets trickier to navigate in the dark. Okay, so from memory, there are a couple of paths around here. What did I just see? I just saw it pop up. Something to scan. Oh yeah. So I'm going to try and stick to the paths, I think I was saying. Okay, some of these are actually helpful, and I think this is one of them. Yeah, some of them are actually food. And it will actually grow as well. So I might not be able to get this one to grow. I might actually eat this one. But some of them I can actually take with me, and actually when I start a base, when I actually get a chance to start building the base, I can actually grow my own crops, which will be helpful. And then I don't have to use the fish as food only. Alright, let's just see. Okay, that's just as a specimen. I'm going to drop that one then. Alright, so I definitely want to go up there. I think there's more than just that to find though. So let's just have a bit of a look around. And you'll have to forgive me if I go in circles, because I inevitably will. Okay, so that's down to the beach path, not the inland sea part. Okay, there's also a scan thing here. Alright, I'm not too concerned with any of them. I will be able to come back if I need any of these, or if I want any of these. Yeah, I'm mainly concerned with trying to find my way before it's very hard to find the paths in the dark. And you can tell that the sun is getting close to setting. Particularly the path that goes up. The path around, I think I'll be able to find okay in the dark. I'm not sure if this is the right one, but it's going up, so I'm going to take it. Okay, it looks pretty good, looks promising. We're pretty close here. Okay, so you can see that there's another one across there. So there's actually two here, which is excellent. Alright, so I can actually even scan the remains of what's here. And I don't have to find the blueprints, which is even better. It's a bulkhead door, which is good.
New blueprint acquired.
Some more plants, which will be food, so that's potato. And a marble melon. Any of this is good. Alright, observatory. Yeah, I'll scan that too. I think I mentioned this in the previous episode, but what I'm really looking for is the multi-purpose room. Because it's the basis of the base. Observatory is cool, so I can make a room like this.
Blueprint acquired.
Except it'll be underwater and it won't be dirty like this. Alright, I will listen to that, but I am just going to try and do a little bit of looking around before we have to go down. Oh, and there's there's three bases here, okay? So there's one there, and then two at the top. So I don't know if this is the path, but I'm going to try and go down that way. It may end in failure. But it looks like the quickest route down. And then I want to try and find the way up. Maybe I should stay up as soon as I'm up, because I can actually see the path goes up there. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I'll just have to remember which way we're facing to get to the one in the middle, the one down the bottom. So I think I mentioned in the last episode that I believe from memory there are two islands in the game that you can go to. So this being one of them. And then the other one from memory has like a cave where you can get some rare resources.
New blueprint acquired.
Which we'll need to eventually go to as well. Alright, so I'm just trying to see if there's anything to scan before we go inside. It is now nighttime. As you can all see, some water, that'll be good. What am I scanning? What am I seeing? Lantern trip. Okay. Alright, so a couple of things here to scan as well. So the grow bread, that'll allow me to grow my own crops.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, so some of these I do want to keep. Don't actually know how much I'm going to grow. But they all seem to be food, which is good. I don't know if there's anything else in here. I think we'll go down to the one down the bottom. As I've said, I'm still hoping for that multi-purpose room. Oh, there's a PDA here too.
Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, well while we're just waiting here, let's have a look at these two PDA logs.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators, fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Alright, so this conversation they're having is just about the fact that he wants to stay on the island, whereas the woman wants to go and live undersea, under the water. And then this one, I won't play this one because it's very short. It's talking about, I guess they must have gone underwater because it says this is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. Actually, I will play it.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
New blueprint acquired.
So that message we heard is they did decide to go underwater. Didn't go very well for them. Two of them in particular. And this is the other annoying part about this. Although if this one is glitched and not going to move, I'm going to take this opportunity to scan them. Ah, multi-purpose room. Fantastic. I think I need 2 blueprints though. Hopefully we get it. Let's see. No. I think that means we got it.
Blueprint acquired.
So we did get the stasis rifle. I think I was talking over that. I apologize. Multi-purpose room. Excellent. We've got the observatory. So now we can really start to do that in terms of base building. Got the bulkhead, which is helpful for in the interior. I don't know if we'll use it too much, but it is helpful. All these extras if we want them. Modification station we still definitely need, so we can get those upgrades. We will need a power source as well, so we can use the bioreactor until we find the parts for the nuclear reactor, which will be later down. Yeah, so we can do all these things now. I will probably do a lot of it off camera, and then I'll come back and show you. And then these are all the base pieces, as I've talked about when you do the foundation, just to increase the strength of your building. And then these compartments are joining parts between. So maybe you'll make a couple of rooms. You'll have a multi-purpose room, and it'll go to a scanner room. So you join it up by having this compartment in between. You can actually go up as well. You can go and have vertical connectors as well. But anyway, we'll get into that in future episodes. Let's have a look. And I could just see that there was another scan there. I don't know where it went. Or what it was. That's annoying. Anyway, let's go in. Alright. So we don't know what this is useful for yet, because I haven't gone to this part of the story. But I will definitely need it. Alright, we have another
Integrating new PDA data.
PDA, that's another stasis rifle. Oh, maybe it was the stasis rifle. I can take the titanium, but if I ran out of inventory space, it'll be the first things to go. Although I do need some food and water, so I will get some space in a second.
New blueprint acquired.
Now stasis rifle again.
Acquired.
I thought you could actually go in here, but maybe not. Maybe we'll have a look from the top. It does kind of look like you can get in from here, yeah. So that part doesn't look like anything, but then there's a ladder in here. Excellent. Alright, another... Oh, that's a battery, so let's... We're a bit low on food and water. I don't really want to eat them now. They're gonna... Yeah. I don't even know... I'm assuming I can still plant them even if they're rotten, but I'm not sure. This one's fine, but it's my only one, so I'm not going to do that. So let's eat this finally. I know we've had that there for a long time. Got enough water there. We'll just hold off on this because I don't want to go over it just yet. So now we'll take the battery. And we'll listen to the PDA. Okay, good.
Integrating new PDA
I walked right
data.
over one as well. Oh, and I walked right past this door before. That's a little bit stupid. Alright, I was afraid that I missed one of them because I could see that we had 1, 3, and 4. But here we go. Here's number 2.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what it tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data.
Ah, okay, cool. So we can see that this is now a little beacon for us. So I did listen to them out of order, and I apologize for that. But you can see that they were still on the island at that point. And then they were raining, and they were worried about the plants flooding, and then they would have no food. Now we'll listen to this one. I am keeping them up just a little bit, just in case people want to read them as well. And then I'll go off. I think we're just going to head back after this anyway, so I'm just going to start to make my way towards the Seamoth while we listen to these.
You see, Chief? You brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets. That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. We take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
With ready access to building materials, like damn queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
Alright, so this one's still after the storm. They haven't left. Oh, okay, so I can see that this one's just the sun's log. So we've actually missed 1 and 2. I don't know if we're meant to have found them yet.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
So I assume that's that purple tablet that I have that they're talking about. Let's just have a listen to this last one.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degazi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
Alright, so there, and we'll probably find a few more. As you can see, there's still a few missing. You can see there's still a couple of logs. Hopefully I find them all. I don't actually know exactly where to find them all. So there's a very high chance I could miss some, but they just tell us a bit of the story about people who were here before us. And we will find some of the places that they've been and some of the places that they have set up. So we will at some stage also head to that new location that was here, the proposed Degazi habitat. Alright, but what we're going to do now, and I'll probably call the episode here, is I'm going to head back and we'll listen to that radio message that popped up as we were getting here. And yeah, go from there. So again, I really do appreciate people who are watching and I appreciate the support, and I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next video.